Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. We are back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in our parts of the world. We are back again. We're going to be discussing the likelihood of Philippe Coutinho to come in January, especially that Ainsley Maitland-Niles is leaving to Roma. We're going to be discussing all that because Arsenal are in advanced talks with Roma to sign Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We're going to be discussing as well Renato Sanches, another person that is really likely to replace Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So who is going to be replacing Ainsley? Three midfielders going out, definitely. Eduardo Hagan confirming that Arsenal will be bringing in a new midfielder there. We're going to be discussing much of that. Make sure you're smashing the like button, people. Let's get this one to 300 likes right there. And obviously, we do it again like we did yesterday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let us get as many subscribers as we can by the end of the year. Let us get to 35,000 subscribers by the end of the year so that next year we get the big numbers. We are looking for 65,000 subscribers next year. So join the family by subscribing. The videos are brought to you by Melbet. Link in the description below. And Melbet are saying if you want to bet, yesterday, by the way, lads, I did win some money. Arsenal, yes, my team. I placed around $50 on Arsenal and Manchester City, and I won some money, lads. I really did win some money with Melbet. I think it was around it was something like an or two, and it was close to $50 that I got. So not really big money, but like I said, it's always a side income. Bet responsibly. Use my promo code Cossy to get a 300% bonus, but bet responsibly and make sure as you bet, you do not stake what you cannot lose, because your capital can go up like mine did yesterday, but also on a bad day it can go down. So protect yourself by not betting really irresponsibly. Betting not allowed to people below the age of 25. Let's get the party started, because to begin the party, lads, I will have to make an announcement that the game we had in midweek this week is not going to happen. Wolves against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium will not be happening. It has been postponed due to COVID-19 issues. Now, we can understand, and I do understand, that Arsenal at the moment, we already have around 5 players already infected with COVID-19. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is one of them. Callum Chambers is the other. Cedric is another player. All of them are really having COVID-19. Of course, Pablo Mari is another player that is really there struggling with the virus. The Omicron variant is actually traveling through our squad, really breaking down player per player, and I hope we can actually get a stop to it, because I do not want my club to miss games. I do not want my club to drop out of the top 4 because we are not playing games because of COVID. But anyway, lads, there what I can say is that the game against Wolves, we are gonna play it on the 28th. 2 days, 1 day actually, we're going to play tomorrow on Tuesday, 1 day after Boxing Day, after thumping Norwich. We were energized. We were there, really energized. But the game is not going to happen, lads, because of COVID-19. And this is not on the side of Arsenal. It is on the side of Wolves. They have actually confirmed that Bruno Lage, the manager there, has said my side are not even in shape to put together an 11, that can actually play a full 90 minutes. He said, please leave us alone. We cannot put together a full 11, a full squad, a full match day squad. We cannot compute a full match day squad. Please let us rest. We shall play Arsenal later run. And of course, the game has been really postponed, lads. So we wait to see which is the new date. The new date might have come out, but I've not actually seen it yet. I'm really sorry. But anyway, there, lads, I'll be letting you know when the new date will be set, when we play Wolves at home. But of course, there I'm not really scared, because Wolves, anytime they come at the Emirates Stadium, we shall deal with them. This season, we are the kings of playing home football. We are the only big team that does not have, problems winning games at home. So, there, lads, Wolves, Arsenal at home, scheduled for 28th December, has been postponed to a new date until further notice. That game does not stand. Let's get into the news, the transfer news, and of course everything around the club. Make sure you're helping this video reach more people by giving it a like, and also commenting down there below what you think about Ainsley leaving the club and who should be actually joining. Let us start off with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who is now confirmed by Sky Sport by Fabrizio Romano as well. Of course, my man there, Romano confirming, and of course, Eduardo Hagan again confirming that Ainsley Maitland-Niles, that deal is very, very close. Arsenal and Roma there are in advanced talks to see that the player moves to Italy. Of course, we were about to sell a player to Italy there in the summer. That was Granit Xhaka, and somehow he stayed. So you never know, my man Ainsley Maitland-Niles could stay at Arsenal. But anyway, lads, the story is we are in advanced talks to sell Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Roma. It is going to be it's going to be 0.5 million euros, a transfer fee in January, with an option to buy the player for 12 million euros there in the summer. So it looks like Ainsley Maitland-Niles finally he's told the club. Of course, I did come out and say that he's already told the club, he's already told Mikel Arteta that I do not want to be here, I don't want to be used as a spare tire. That is what he said. He doesn't want to be used as a spare tire. He wants to go to a club that really appreciates him as a starter, a club that really gives him the football, a club that gives him the time. And Roma and Jose Mourinho again trying for the second time in 1 year to raid Arsenal midfielders, and this time it is Ainsley Maitland-Niles. What do you think, lads, about Ainsley Maitland-Niles? I'm gonna be discussing my opinion about him there, but before we go into that, Eduardo Hagen has come out and confirmed that yes, lads, there it is. It is absolutely confirmed that we will be getting in a new midfielders, and the two likely players at the moment, according to the floating rumors, is Philippe Coutinho, Correa from Barcelona, and Renato Sanches. Those are the two likely players. One of them most likely to join Arsenal. At the moment, it is Renato Sanches leading the rest, but also Football.London are confirming, and are they actually bringing out a story that we are in talks with Philippe Coutinho. Football.London, I do trust them. Is it true? We'll be diving into that as well. So let us start off with the rumors of Renato Sanches and the likelihood of him joining Arsenal Football Club after Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, of course, we know in January, Partey will be leaving. Of course, Mohamed El Neni, again another African player there in in the midfield, will be leaving us. Pepe will be leaving, and of course now Ainsley Maitland-Niles will also be leaving club. 4 players are leaving. You do not expect at least Arsenal to just sit there, fold their hands. We are gonna be entering the market. We are gonna be doing some business, and the business we could be doing is Renato Sanches. Lads, this story has always been there, around and around and around and around, trying to make sense, trying to make rounds, and finally this is the time for Renato Sanches. If he doesn't sign for Arsenal this time, he will never. Definitely, this transfer will never happen. Obviously, I think Arsenal are looking at the bigger picture. They're looking at letting Ainsley Maitland-Niles go and bringing a player like Renato Sanches. Of course, we know he has a mutual agreement to leave in January. Arsenal already, they have told Lille that they want to get the player, and of course Lille have given us the green light to sign the player. Really positive stuff. Really positive relationships between Lille and Arsenal. Is it going to happen in January? We wait to see, but it is really as likely as possible that when Ainsley Maitland-Niles leaves the club, it is going to be the big man himself, Renato Sanches, coming in. I'm really super excited about this Renato transfer. I'm really excited. I've never been really excited about about a player. I'm lying. I've really been excited about Thomas Partey. There, I was excited about Ben White. I was excited about a couple of player transfers. I was excited. But again, I'm gonna say, lads, Renato, I have all the authority to be very excited. He's really exciting. He's a very good player, and of course the talent we need, and of course he is a baller. Where Xhaka plays, put Renato, and you're gonna have a very better side. So there, lads, I can confirm that the likelihood of Renato Sanches joining Arsenal is increasing day in, day out. At the moment, we do not have any confirmation that he is going to be the man, but again, I can say day in, day out, the likelihood of this lad joining Arsenal Football Club increases. So let's wait and see. Is it going to be Renato? Is it going to be Philippe Coutinho? Because according to the latest rumors from Football.London, which is actually very interesting, this is what the lads there at Football.London have actually put out. They have said Arsenal reportedly in talks with Philippe Coutinho as a loan deal and swap deal is being explored. Now, I do not really get this, but maybe Mikel Arteta is as very, very stubborn as we know him. As we know him, he has never changed any beats in his life. Of course, I can confirm that this is a transfer that is being chased by Mikel Arteta as a manager. He really loves Filippo Coutinho. Now, Football on London, they're writing and they're saying that we could be in talks with Filippo Coutinho. We might be in talks with Filippo Coutinho to get him there at the Emirates Stadium. Of course, it really lines very well with today's topic. Ainsley out and a new midfielder in. It really, really reigns in very, very well there. But my question there about Filippo Coutinho, is he going to come in as a central midfielder? Is he coming in as a number 10? Or if we bring him in there, what exactly is he going to do? Is he going to provide cover? Is he going to be a starter? Very, very many questions there. Because what I can confirm there is that it is known a long-term signing. I don't see Arsenal getting Filippo Coutinho on a long term, 3 years, 4 years. I really don't see that happen. I mean, it might happen, but it's not a transfer that I really, really, really fancy as an Arsenal fan. I wouldn't be very, very excited about Filippo Coutinho joining Arsenal at this moment. But anyway, all I can say at the moment is that it looks like Filippo Coutinho to Arsenal is on, and it is really serious. Really serious. At first, it wasn't really that serious. I thought it can't happen. I was really talking about it, in a passive tense. But now I can strongly confirm that Football on London are claiming talks are ongoing between Arsenal and Filippo Coutinho, and let us wait and see what is going to happen there. Will we get Filippo Coutinho? But for me, I think Arsenal and the project we are running at the moment, Renato should be our priority, Arthur Melo should be a priority, and a couple of other players like that. Players that are already informed, players that are ready, looking like they are set to join the project. Because again, you have to consider the project as you bring in these players. Yes, you need the experience. You are losing a lot of experience in players like Thomas Partey and Mohamed Elneny. But Coutinho, yes, the experience is there, but it's injury prone. Is he even going to be playing football all the time? I do not get that. But one thing I can also confirm from Lee Equip there, lads, about Alexander Lacazette, smash a like on the video. Let me tell you this after you hit the like button. Because, yes, Lee Equip, right from France, they have confirmed that the man himself, Alexander Lacazette, penalty and goal scorer there over the weekend, has been given a new contract at Arsenal. It is now no longer a rumor. It is now confirmed. My man, Alexander Lacazette, has been offered a new contract at Arsenal. However, it is only 12 months, and he is still waiting for better offers from other clubs elsewhere. This is where I'm going to ask you, lads, what should we do about this lad? We all know how important Lacazette has become in the past 2, 5, 6, 7 games for Arsenal. Really important now, really, really important. Should we give him 2 years? Should we give him 3 years? Or should we actually let him go in the summer? What I can confirm there, lads, is that maybe one of them, Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette, is not going to stay. Eddie has refused to sign a new contract, and at the moment, Arsenal might not want to lose two of Eddie Nketiah, both of them, both of Eddie Nketiah and the man himself, Alexander Lacazette. So what's going to happen there? It's going to be very, very interesting. What do Arsenal do? Do we let him go? Do we actually keep him? Very interesting stuff, and I'll be really, really keeping you posted about what's happening. But Lee Equip there confirming that the club have actually given the player a new contract, not yet signed at the moment, because he's still, he's still looking for, a contract that can actually give him 3 years on it or 4 years. At the moment, Arsenal, the period of time Arsenal are offering, the magnitude of the contract is not really exciting to the player. Let's wait and see there. But of course, we should also look at some of the comments made by Thomas Partey there after the game, and also some of the comments made by the manager when after Arsenal there thumping Norwich City. And Thomas Partey there, after the game, he said it was really, really enjoyable. I enjoy a lot playing with them. He told Arsenal media they are good talents. They are really good talents. He's talking about, the young players around him. A lot of people around that can play with them, and they have a lot of quality in front of goal, and they can score at any time. So it is really enjoyable and a joyful moment playing with these kids. You also say that we feel very happy. This is a game we really enjoyed. We had a couple of games now where the team is really doing well and performing, and I think this is what we have to keep doing. And he said, I think we are working harder and harder. We are doing what we have to do. Everyone is playing their role very well, and that is the mentality that the coach wants from us, to play and enjoy to play and enjoy on the field, and that is what we are doing. That is my mind there, Thomas Partey discussing after the game, talking of course there what exactly the environment is at Arsenal. And I'm gonna say, look, when you look at that pitch, when you look at those players, you can understand, you can really know what the environment is at Arsenal Football Club. So that is it then, lads. We'll be talking to you live later on. I'm going to be rushing out from my studio, going to the bank, clear some paperwork, and then I'll be back. We'll be discussing Lacazette extending his contract, Coutinho to Arsenal, Renato's likelihood, and of course getting your feedback. Someone said Cossy does not reply to me. I'm very sorry. I'm going to start going every after video. I'll be down in the comments trying to get your thoughts. So make sure every after video, every after a premiere, every after a video, go down in the comment box. Just ask me anything, just type anything, and I'll be very glad to answer that. Really, the interactivity is really important, and I'm so sorry. Of course, during the live streams, never miss a live stream because we always talk so much. So never miss a live stream, because during the live streams, I always answer your questions and I always respond to them. My name is Cossy. This is Cossy's Arsenal Podcast. As always, come on you Gunners, and I'll speak to you in the next one.